Okay. So last time we talked about working with computer, but this particular class I want to start with use a computer, how you can use a computer to work as a beginner. In whichever field you find yourself, whether technical or non-technical skills. If you don't know how to use computer, it might be difficult for you to organize your work or to be organized with the job you are doing. So that is why it is very, very necessary, very, very important to learn how to use a computer. So that is what we are going to do in this class. Okay. Um, we are going to, in this lesson, you will learn about operating systems and how to use the basic functions of the Windows 10 operating system. It is the same with Windows 11 as well. So, like I said, by the end of the lesson, we will be able to describe the role of an operating system. We also navigate the Windows 10 operating system. It's the same with Windows 11 operating system. Then we also learn how to organize files and folders in Windows 10. Understand? This is because as whether you are in non-technical or technical field, you will be working with files. And now, as a data analysis work with data. These data are being stored in as files. Understand? They are being stored as files and stored in a folder. Understand? They are being saved as files, then stored in a folder. Understand? So we will learn how to organize these files and how to create these folders and how to organize them. Then we also learn how to use the right click to access system features. Okay, some of the things you do with tabs and all that, you can use the right click function as a quick access to access system features. Then we also learn how to customize operating system desktops. Okay, so what is an operating system in the first place? Okay, the operating system is the conductor of the computer. It coordinates the software and hardware part of the computer. That's what that coordinates. It does the coordination of the both the software and hardware of a computer. Because what actually makes a computer is both the software and the hardware combined together. So making sure that all of the different components work together to get things done. All the different components of both the software and the hardware components, making sure that they all work together to get things done. So there are many operating systems provided by many companies in the world. Okay, each operating system is designed to work on specific types of devices, whether it is mobile or desktop or computer, laptop device or something like that. So, for example, we have Windows, just like the one I'm using right now is a window, and probably the one you're using as well might be a window. Though they might run on a different version, understand? But the main thing there is that the operating system we are using, we basically see this in people that use HP, Dell, Asa, Lenovo, all of these laptop, most of them runs on a window on Windows operating system. And Windows is designed by Microsoft. Okay, it is a family of operating system that can run on varieties of personal computers and laptops. Okay, so in this class we use Windows 10, the Windows 10 version, which is one of the latest version. Though we have Windows 11 right now as well, but they all have the same functionalities. So we use the Windows 10 version of this Windows operating system for demos. Okay, in this training. So another operating system that we have is Mac OS. Mac OS. Mac OS is designed by Apple Inc. and it works on Apple's Macintosh computers like the MacBook. Understand? Like the MacBook and all of that. So we have Mac OS. Remember, Windows is designed by Microsoft, and this Mac OS is like to say Mac operating system. Understand that's what it means. So it is designed by Apple Inc. And another one we have is iOS. Okay, it's like to say iPhone operating system. It is also designed by Apple. It's also designed by Apple Inc. and it works on Apple's mobile devices. Remember, the Mac OS works on Apple Macintosh computers like MacBooks and all that. But iOS, also designed by Apple, works on Apple's mobile devices like iPhone, iPad, iPod devices. Okay. Then another operating system that we have is Android OS. Android OS. Okay. Android OS is designed by Google and it works mainly on touchscreens mobile devices like smartphones and tablets. Okay, before I continue this one, let me check, make sure that the audio of this recording is okay. Okay, it's working. So, another operating system we have, okay, let me talk about Android OS that is designed by Google and it works mainly on touchscreen mobile devices like smartphone and tablet, like the Android phone that we are using. We call it Android. But that Android we call it actually the operating system. Okay. Like if you are asked now of which phone are you using, this one will say I'm using Android, this one will say I'm using, most people call iOS Apple product, but the main operating system for it is iOS. So I might say which phone I'm using, maybe the operating system, they say iPhone, but it's actually iOS. iPhone is run on the iOS operating system designed by Apple. So Android operating system, OS stand for operating system. So if I say OS, you understand that I'm talking about operating system. So the Android OS is designed by Google and it works mainly on touch screen like the screen touch. We call it screen touch or you call it touch screen, which of our mobile devices like the probably the one you are using and the one I'm using right here as well. So and another operating systems that we have is Google Chrome OS. Google Chrome OS. It is designed by Google as well and it works on Chromebook devices. And I think the purpose of developing this is basically for students. The Chromebook, just like the name Chromebook, it's basically for students. It doesn't have much functionalities like other operating systems, like Mac OS and Windows, like that. So that is the types of other operating systems we have, types of operating system and their type of devices they run on. I've just mentioned that. Okay, so computers are tools that allow us to get things done electronically. Anything whatsoever that allows us to do things electronically is computer. Computer is not just laptop that we are using or desktops. Okay, now you can be able to say that even your smartphone is a computer. Understand? So computer are tools, that's any tools that allow us to get things done electronically. Okay, to use a computer for our tasks, we need to be able to tell the computer what we want it to do. Okay, that where operating systems make sense. You understand? It's actually what makes it possible. Okay, when we are able to tell the computer, okay, we want to perform a certain task, and we are able to tell the computer, okay, this is what I want to do. Even just like in this meeting we have, we want to have a meeting and we are using Google Meet and all that. It is actually the operating system that is making this possible. Without the Windows operating system, probably I cannot be able to be navigating through maybe through different um windows of my computers. So the operating system makes this possible. The operating system sometimes called the OS. So if you hear someone say OS, it's operating system, and I have mentioned that here many times. OS, Mac OS, Google Chrome OS, Android OS is stand for operating system. So it's the main piece of software that runs in a computer. Okay, and the operating system manages all other software and hardware part of the computer. All the software that we have, the hardware, even the one that is, the hardwares that are not visible that are incorporated inside the computer, it is the operating system that manages. Okay, it is the one that manages all other software, all the softwares and hardwares part of the computer, and provide a way for you to communicate with the computer. Okay, so modern operating systems are designed with the graphical interfaces containing icons, buttons, and text that make it easy for people to use. Even when we go to File Explorer, we were able to see that. Okay, because if I want to do anything here now, these icons is actually what that helps me to navigate, to be able to do what I want to do. Understand? So these are being incorporated into applications, softwares. Okay, because every software that is being built are built to run on a certain operating system. Every application, if you want to become a mobile designer now, you want to design an app for for a mobile, that app must be designed to run on a certain operating system. And that is why even in mobile app development, there are programming languages that you use for iOS, there are ones that you use for Android device, and there are ones you can use if you want to build an application that will run on both platforms, whether iOS or Android or both. Understand? So every software that is being built are meant to run on an operating systems. Okay, and these graphical interfaces that are contained in this operating system, like the icons and the buttons that we have on our phone. Like when you open your phone, even though it's screen touch, you see some buttons that you can here. If you want to type A or B, you type. If it is an icon, you want to access your Facebook or WhatsApp and others. Okay, these are graphical interfaces that contains these icons that help us to navigate, to do carry out tasks, even text. If you want to text and all of that. So it makes easy for people to use the computer. And the paper computer can be anything, even the smart watch, like all these smart watch, even smart TVs that we use today, they are all computer. So you can even customize the look and feel of your operating system so that it's easier for you to use in the way you like. Okay, you can like changing the color, whether you want the font, the color, the look and feel. You can the way your house look might not be the same my look. It's not like it came like that. You can customize it yourself. That is why when you see some people's laptop or their smartphone, you see that it is in a certain way. Understand? Maybe Teams, the person is using a different Teams that is different from yours. Okay. So that is how we can be able to customize our computer to look the way we want it to look. Okay. And most of these platform, most of these companies build teams. They create teams that you can use. You don't have to bother about, okay, what picture will I use as my screensaver and all that. They made it available for you. Now you can even have your phone, and if you tap, if the phone locked, you open it, you are seeing different picture, another picture. If you lock, you open again, you see another picture. It's not like you have a varieties of options and it's displaying automatically. Okay. So if you consider that you want to use your computer to create a text document now, like Microsoft Word or Google document, you want to type something, you can use the graphical menus and buttons within the operating system to create the document. Like you told me, you are creating invoice and all that. What actually helped you to be able to do that is the menus, the tabs, what you see on the tabs. You know, okay, if I want to do this, I'll go here and do it. If I want to do that, I'll go here and do that. And very soon we'll do some samples, especially when we want to create it, files and folders. You see how we can be able to do that. And you see these tabs I'm talking about, the icons that help us to carry out things on the in the tabs. Okay, so the operating system handles all of these physical tasks behind the scenes, like keeping track of what you have, what you typed on the keyboard. Okay, controlling the processor and saving your information to the drive, the hard drive of your computer. Okay, so that is why when you are buying a computer, you might be asking to know the hard drive of your computer, with or other specs of your computer because of maybe the type of work or task you want to use that computer for. So you want to make sure that you have a type of computer that can carry out the operating system and other specifications can meet the tasks you want to do. So there are different types of operating system like I've mentioned about you can use for computers like for the Mac OS, Mac computers, and for Microsoft Windows operating systems and Linux, even Linux operating systems. Okay, you can even Linux is another operating system. You can even use visual machine to with visual machine. You can even use Linux on your Windows operating systems. Okay, so Windows 10 is among the latest version of Microsoft operating system for personal computers like laptops or desktops and the tablet as well as many other devices. Okay, so Windows come pre-installed on most new devices. We are using Windows for this um, lesson. Maybe if someone out there is probably using a Mac or Mac OS to listen to this video, we'll be using Windows, specifically Windows 10, to for this memo. Understand for the practices that we're going to do in this lesson. Okay, so like I said, Windows comes pre-installed on most devices. Okay, so in this lesson, we will explore the basic of working with an operating system. Okay, operating system and etc. So we use the Windows 10 operating system for example, but this concept carry over to other operating systems too. Okay, so even if you are using Mac OS, okay, or even if you are using the same Windows, but it is a Windows 11 or Windows 7 or whichever one you are using. Okay, so it carries over. It's not like it's entirely different from the other. It's the same way that you arrange folder, you create a folder, you organize your folder, you create a file inside the folder. It is the same. So it's the same concept. It carries over to other operating system. So when you start up your Windows 10 device, if not for the purpose of this um, lesson, I cannot shut down my device to show you example of how to do that. But you know that when you start your window your device, the first thing that will load is the operating system. You will see a screen asking you to log in. Understand? You need to put your password and probably username as well. Automatically your username will be displaying, so you will need to put your password to enter. So each user will create their own. If you go to the start button, let me demonstrate from here. Okay, so if you go to this, you can see this is my username. If I click on this place, you can see a new user can be able to sign in the same laptop. Okay, and when the user sign in, everything that he has on the window is there. I cannot be able to access it from my own profile. So each users will create their own username and password, then use them to log into their profile and access their own document without seeing others' document or profile. So if you and I are using the same laptop, we can actually have different profiles in the same laptop. This is where this operating system, the work of an operating systems. Okay, it helps so you can run more than one Windows, have more than one profile on the same device. So this allow each user to create their own profile and personalize their experience the way they like. The same laptop, but if I log into mine, the look and feel might be different when you log into your own. Understand? Because how you customize yours might not be the same as how I customize my own. So it is a personalized experience. Okay, it's a personalized experience how we want it to be. So for instance, imagine you and I we use the same Windows 10, probably my computer here. So you might want your device language to be English. Okay, you might want your device language to be English. Maybe what if I'm from France and I speak or understand only French, or my customers are mainly Spanish. Understand? So if I save I can decide to want my device language to be Spanish or French, while yours is English, but it's in the same device. Understand? So the only thing there is that you might need to go here and sign in. So for me to go into another sign into, I may need to sign out. And so if I sign out anytime I on my computer, I may need to sign in again. That is it. So you are signing into my profile, put my username and password, and I'll access into my device. So to log into your device, you simply enter the username and password in the designated boxes that will appear. So you have set up a personal identification number or PIN. When you set up Windows 10, you could use your PIN, that is the password or whatever, instead of your as an alternative to your password. I mean to say, you can use your PIN instead of your password when logging in. Okay, then you can click the arrow next to the password box or simply press enter. Understand? You may not need to click the arrow. The arrow is usually, let's say this is the box. So let's say this is the box. You find the arrow around this area. You can click on the arrow or you can just press enter. Understand? And it will immediately take you to your desktop. So when you log into your Windows computer, the first thing you see is your desktop. Okay, it's a sort of like the desktop of an actual desk. For instance, let me minimize this. So you can see how this is my desktop. Okay, okay, that is the first thing that you see once you log in. So the desktop is where you can put document that you are currently working on. Understand? You're currently working on, or document that you need quick access to. Just like you can see, I put these ones are document that I need quick access to, right? So I may not need to, go into searching for them and all that. Even applications as well. They are the ones I need quick access to, and I can even put pin them here on the taskbar. Understand? So this is my desktop. Understand? Yours might look the same, but might look different, or you might have customized the look and feel of your own. Okay. So Windows allows you to customize the look of your desktop, like the colors and the background image, which is called the wallpaper. You can see my background image might be the same with yours. If I decide to change mine tomorrow, I can change it. Understand? You can also do the same. So this is called wallpaper, what you're seeing on the background. It's the same with other operating system like your smartphone. Understand? We call it screensaver as well. So that is why your device desktop might look different than mine here, if that's the case. So at the bottom of the Windows, whether Windows 10 or 11 or your own operating system, is the task bar. This is the task bar. You can see where my mouse is moving. At the bottom here is the taskbar. Okay, this is called the taskbar. Okay, it is a very important component of a Windows 10 or 11 or later within the taskbar. Okay, so within the taskbar, you can accomplish many tasks, such as using the a taskbar to know what apps are currently open. So you can see now this device is currently open, my Chrome is currently open, then my WhatsApp is currently open, and the setting are currently open. Okay, there are other apps there that are not open, but what you use to um that differentiate it from other apps, that you used to know that okay, this app is open, you can see that how it is being highlighted. Okay, when I hover over it, it will display what I'm using it for. The same goes for the Google Chrome, all the app. You can see this one, even though when I hover onto them, they doesn't display what I want. Understand? They can only give you information on what app you are hovering over. But once I hover over applications that I open, it will display um, what I opened there. So in case if I want to navigate, I can quickly just go here and navigate and enter into what I want to do. Okay. So another thing you can do is um, um, pinning your favorite apps to the taskbar. So as you can see, this app is pinned here, this app is pinned there, this app, all these apps that I didn't open but that they are in the taskbar, they are pinned over there. Okay, so I can easily launch them on this and do more things with them. Understand? Just immediately, even if I don't have them displayed here on the desktop. Okay, so it's just like a quick access method of working, understand, with your computer. Okay, so that's it. So let's take a closer look at the taskbar on the left. On the left, I don't want to hover much so that you not display something else. So if we look on the left, we will find the start button. This is the start button. Okay, the start button. When you click or tap this button, it opens the start menu just like I did before. It will open the start menu for you. Okay, so the start menu is where you can find all the applications on your device, as well as access functionalities like logging off. I've talked about it. If you want to log off or sign out, if you want to log off from your power, if I click power, it will, it's if I want to shut down my computer or let's start to sleep, or if I want to log off from my profile, maybe another user want to log in or something like that. Okay, so when you click or tap this button, it opens the start menu just like you have done. Then the start menu is where you can find all the applications on your devices as well as access functionalities. You can see the applications. I don't know why. Okay, let me okay, let me click them again. Okay, so you can see these are the applications, all the applications that I have, including folders. Understand that some of the applications automatically comes with pre-installed folders. Understand where they are stored as a file. Understand? There you can maybe after downloading, then you can install them. Maybe just like Microsoft Office apps can come in the file. It might comes in the file whereby you need to extract them. Understand? They are like you have Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Team, all of that in one file. Understand? They are being zipped. You need to extract them. Okay, to to now install them separately or at the same time. Okay, so that's it. That's the start menu. The next thing you see is the search. Okay, in this search you can actually this section you can actually type. Maybe you want to find a document. Okay, you want to maybe find an applications. So what Windows does is to show you the result as you type. For instance, let's say I want to find maybe my Excel. Let me use Excel for instance, because we will be using Excel very well for our data analysis. You can be able to see, okay, I have an Excel 2016 version in my computer, and if I want to open it, I can open it directly from here. Understand? So I can either search using the search button or just navigate at the side. Understand? Or just navigate at the side of the start button so that I can be able to maybe use any of the app that I want to use. Understand? So the quicker way is to instead of you to start scrolling and scrolling looking for that app, you can just type, look for it, search it, and perform some practice. Let's say it's a calculator that we want to use. You can actually type calculator and it will bring out calculator. You want to use your calculator to do maybe some calculations. So you just do that immediately. If it is calendar, whatever you want to use, this helps you as you type, it displays it immediately. Okay, so you can also find a small microphone there. I think that microphone is no longer available as Microsoft stop making use of Cortana. Okay, that's another thing. The Cortana, it is a virtual assistant that help you to search for something without typing. So you just mention it, just like we have on Google. You can use the Google microphone app over there to search for whatever you want to search. So you may not need to type it anymore. Just tell Google what you want to find and it will search for you. Understand? These are some accessibility features that has been added to help users to do their work faster. So this section of the taskbar has icon for applications that are pinned. These sections here, they have icons for the applications that are pinned. Okay, some of the applications here are not pinned, but they will show on the taskbar once you open them. Understand? But if I didn't open any applications, anyone that you are seeing in this taskbar are actually pinned. Okay, they are pinned to the taskbar as well as you know, or software applications that are currently running. These ones are currently running. Understand? They can also equally be pinned there as well. So when you are seeing any software or applications on the taskbar, it could mean they are currently running or they are being pinned to the taskbar. Okay, okay, or you open them on your device. Okay, so learning application will have a visual line. As you can see, there is a visual line under it that is blue in color. It might not be the same color with yours, but mine it is blue in color. There is a visual line under it, understand, that shows that these applications is actually running. But you can customize this session by removing or adding application as you see fit. Okay, like I say, you can customize the look and feel of your operating system. Okay, so usually applications you use frequently are pinned to the taskbar for ease of access. Okay, so you can access it faster and immediately. So Microsoft Edge, for instance, you can see here, and the Outlook are good example. You can see this is Microsoft Edge. Then you can see this is Microsoft Office. You can see Outlook. They are good example, okay, for programs that are usually pinned to the taskbar. So the last section you will see here of the taskbar features contain the date and time. Okay, it contains the date and time section and other icons which vary from devices. So icons that you are seeing here might vary from your own, understand. But one thing you must know is that the date version is always at the end, understand, of the taskbar, understand. So the clock will show you the current time and date. Okay, if you click on the clock, a window will open. Let's click on it. A window will open to show you the calendar. Okay, it will show you revealing your calendar for the current month and the time. So other icons in this section of the taskbar include the speaker if you want to increase your speaker. Okay, include the speaker icon which allows you to adjust the volume of your device sounds. Okay, yeah, if you click on this icon to adjust your volume by moving the slider to the left or right, if I click on it so if I want to, I can move the slider left or right, okay, to adjust my volume. Okay, then the network icon helps you to know which network you are connected to, if you are connected to a Wi-Fi. Okay, okay, so this network icon which shows if you are connected to the internet and Wi-Fi, if I click on it, it will show my local wireless network. Okay, and by clicking it, gives you the if you right click on it, it gives you the option to troubleshoot. Let's say if I have an issue, by right clicking it, will give me the option. I just right click on it to give me an option to troubleshoot. Maybe if I'm having any problem connecting to Wi-Fi or any other network. Okay, or it also show you options for open network and internet settings where you can be able to do the settings, understand, to run the setting or maybe to make if there's any functionalities that is not working very well. Okay, so if you have any Windows notification, you can see it here. If there is any window notification, you can see it here. Right now, I do not have any notification. So you can view them by clicking the notification button. That is what I just did. This is the notification button. If you click on it, it will show you notifications. If you have any information, maybe if your email is signed into your computer, you can click on it. It will show you if you have any email, if your device needs an update, or if you need to run any updates of your device. So that's what it does. It also gives you other options where you can see all of these, most of these icons displaying here. So you can see your location, battery saver, Bluetooth, and all that, every other things that your VPN and project and all of that. You can also view them here. Okay. So another icons you can that is also useful is this icon here. You can click on it to show you hidden icons. You can see these are hidden icons I can use. So if you click on it, it will show you the the hidden icons that you can be able to use for your, maybe I want to use this particular app or this app, or check my virus settings and all that. I can be able to do that. Okay, so that is it. So let me see the next thing we can do. Okay. Um. Okay. Now let's see how we can work with files. Let's see how we can work with files. That's the next thing we're going to do. So operating systems are designed to help us work in ways that we are used to. Understand? It help us to they are designed to help us work in ways that we are used to. So just as we work with physical documents, we can create files and folders to store information on the computer. So example, schools now, if you go to the school, maybe in the lab or in the library or something like that, you can see that how they arrange the books or other information, understand, in the shelves, understand. So you can do the same with the computer. Okay, you can do the same with the computer by creating a folder. So the folder is like the shelves that they have, the shelves, the counter that you see in the library that stores different types of books, different types of informations and all of that. So you can do the same with using a computer. So whatever the reason you need a folder, understand, whatever you the reason you need a folder to store it. Okay, so whatever is your reason or whatever you want to do, or whether you are learning or you are working, whatever is your reason, you need a folder. So creating them is easy. Okay, so let's start by opening the file explorer. I already have my file explorer open. This is my file explorer, so I have two files. Let me close this one so that, okay, this is my file explorer. Okay, let me just go to quick access so that we can start from somewhere. So this is, I have just opened my file explorer. You can either find it in your taskbar here, so it's indicates, but it's usually pinned on the taskbar. It's one of the files that are pinned on the taskbar, including the Edge, Outlook, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Store, and all of that on the Explorer. Okay, you can also find it using this search or from the start button. Okay, so now I want to create a new folder for some of my businesses. Understand? I want to create a new folder. Maybe for instance, let's say for this class, let me use for this class now. And this is a digital literacy training, or let me call it computer literacy training. Okay, so I will create a folder called computer literacy. Okay, and since I want this folder I want to find this folder easily. I wouldn't want maybe in the future, okay, I knew that I created a folder that I called computer literacy. But what if I want to find it tomorrow? How will I find it? So this will now make me to make sure that I create it inside the document. Okay, I'll create inside the document folder. Understand? These are the pre-install folder that come with your file explorer. Okay, now yeah, go to the top of the main. You can see the home tabs. These are the ribbons containing tabs. So you can call it tabs or ribbons. Okay, so now currently I'm in the home tabs. Okay, I'm in the home tab, and then I can select. You can see if you navigate through the ribbon, you can see new folder. Okay, remember first of all, when I opened my file explorer, I wanted to create a folder called computer literacy, but I didn't just go ahead to create it. So because I want to be able to find it in the future without looking for it. This is how it means to be organized with your work, even if you have to use this search to look for it, but it's always good if you are organized. So let's say okay, even the computer literacy is training under 360 code camp. Understand? So I'll first of all create a folder called 360 code camp. Okay, so the moment I click on this folder icon on the on the um on the tabs, home tab, it displayed a folder for me. But a new folder will appear with this new folder highlighted. automatically selected by the operating system. Okay, so you can see the name of the how the name of the operating system is highlighted. Windows now want me to rename the folder. Okay, what I would like it to be called. You have the power is in your hands. It is you that will decide what you want this folder to be called, not the operating system or the window or version that you're using. So just like the name is already selected, okay, I can just start typing whatever name I want to. So but what if you mistakenly maybe click out and um you need to rename it? You can just click on it, then click again. It will highlight it again, not the double tap. You have to click then click again. Now I want to name this 360 code com. Understand? This is the 360 code com um training, right? Let me just use 360, not 330. Sorry. So, um, you can see I wanted to type and it was highlighted. When this happened, you can actually just retype. Okay. So what's happening? 360 code com, not 360. Yeah. Okay. Enter. So I have actually named the folder 360 code com because actually I want to be able to create some files inside the folder or even another folder inside the folder. Okay, so I've clicked within the name and I've selected the new folder and then renamed the folder to 360 camp and I click enter. Okay, so this is my new folder as you can see over here. Now I have my new folder. How do I create a file? Okay, how do I create a file? To do this, let's go back into that new folder. So how do I go inside that folder? I will double click to open it. So if I open the new folder, I'm now inside the new folder that I just created. So once in the folder, again, I'll go to home. You see, I'm in the home tab already selected. Then I'll go to the new, no, this time it's no longer new folder, but new item because it is actually a file that I want to create. Okay, so if I click on the new item drop down list, it will display different type of files, document files that I want to create or other type of files that I want to create. So here I can decide to select if I want to create another folder or I want to create other files. Understand? Inside this folder. So let's say you want to create maybe let's say okay, we want to create a Microsoft Word, maybe text file that I want to create. So let's use Microsoft Word. If I select it, automatically it will display just like the folder does. Okay, by highlighting the names. Now the Windows, the operating system expects me to name the file. Okay, what do I want to name it? So let's say this is a computer literacy. This is a computer literacy training, right? So let's name it computer literacy training. Computer literacy training. Literacy. Let me leave it like that. Computer literacy, or can add training to it. Computer training. Then this docx you have is an extension. It's an extension. Extension telling us that this is a document file. Understand? It is a Microsoft document file. So if I click enter, I've actually created a file inside the folder. Understand? I've actually created a file, and if I open this from here, I can open the file and start working with it. Remember, this is just a blank file. So if I click or double click on it, it will open. Understand? It will open a Microsoft Word for me, and I can start maybe working inside it. Let's do that. So we will have to wait for it. But while I'm waiting for it to open, I'll be discussing other things. Okay, so I may have maybe what if I have named this file? Maybe I just want to call it computer literacy without adding the training. Understand? So what are we going to do about it? Remember how I did made the changes before when I made a mistake in the 360 code calm spelling? It's just the same thing I want to explain here. So what you have to do is to make sure you select the folder, then select it again, click on it again. You don't double tap. Double tap will open the document for you. So what you have to do, first of all, select the file, then click on it again. Then now maybe I want to remove the word training and just leave it as computer literacy. Okay, so the reason why this thing happen is because I've already opened this file. So when you open a file, you cannot sorry, cancel, I mean to say, you cannot make the changes except I can make the changes from here. Okay, okay. So I can make I can actually make the changes from here. I can decide to change the name from the Word document that I'm working with. Understand? I can decide to make the changes here. You can see on the document recovery, this is just the operating system, the Microsoft Word, letting you know that there is a document you are working with previously that you might need to open. Understand? So you can see by then from here now I can decide to start typing whatever I want to type. I'll start designing, maybe creating a Word document or information that I want to do from here. Understand? Then you can decide to rename, but this is not what we teach this one when we get to Excel. So this is not what I want to do here. I just want to tell you, okay, to show you at least this file we have created. You can see it is a Microsoft Word file, and we have just opened it and we have actually started working with it. And you can see as we have opened the file, you can see it's now listed on the taskbar, showing that these are one of the tasks that we are currently on. Okay, so if I okay now let's let's see how you can also create a folder. You can also create a folder inside a folder, and that is just simple. Just like we created a new item, you can do that either by going here, but that will be waste of time. Just go here and click a new folder, and I can now name this one computer literacy training, right? Okay, let me close this, leave it at that. I will still make the changes. Let me just close this file so that I can be able to change the name from here. Don't save. Okay, so let's do the name changing before I go about okay, yeah, let's do the computer literacy. Let me just so now this is just computer literacy, right? Then the folder, I want to rename the folder as well, and we can call it computer literacy training. Okay, now enter. Now probably I cannot have this folder inside the 360 code folder, and I will have this file. This file is supposed to be inside this um computer literacy training. Okay, there are so many ways you can do that. Understand? This file is saved though in the 360 code camp, but it is supposed to be stored inside the subfolder, which is this computer literacy training of the 360 folder. So you can do that with this move button here. You can click the move button, then you can locate the particular folder that I want to move it to here, and I will save it there. But if this is time wasting, you can actually just do Control X. If you select it first, Control X, you have cut it. Then select this folder. Inside this folder, you can use Control V. You have moved it. It is now inside the computer literacy training that is inside 360 code camp that is inside document folder. So this is now organized. You can now, this window 10 is now telling me in this PC, personal computer, I am inside the document folder. And inside the document folder, I have a folder 360 code camp. And inside this 360 code camp, I have a folder called computer literacy training. And I am currently inside this particular folder now. Whatever I have inside here is under this folder. This is a subfolder of the 360 code camp folder. So you can actually use, if you select, you can actually use move to or control X or control C to copy, but that will make you to have the file in both places. So you just want to move it to a new separate folder. You don't want it to remain in the same folder. Another way you can do this is to use the right click um, button to access other system features. So if I want to move this, I can also use the right click. If you select it, if you move your mouse pointer to it, you click right click. And when you right click, it will display some of these um, functions. One of these tasks you can perform with it. You can either cut, copy, delete, rename, just those things that we have already done. So you can actually use right click. So instead of maybe if you're having issue with selecting, then clicking again to rename, you can actually right click, then go to rename and rename it. Okay. Or if you want to delete, then you can actually delete a document when you select it from the ribbon, from the tabs, from the ribbon in the home tabs. You can just click delete, and Microsoft will warn you, send you a warning that you want to delete this file, and if you are sure you want to delete it, because it will delete permanently. And if I say yes, it will be gone. Okay, so that is it. So you can actually use right click function to perform almost all of these tasks. Okay, so when you are using your mouse right clicking, okay, when you're using your mouse, for instance, now you see my mouse, I'm moving it, you have your mouse on your system. Right clicking makes it easier and faster to do certain tasks on your computer. Okay, first off, what is the right click? What is the right click? What does it mean? As you know, the left button of the mouse is the primary action button. When selecting an item, clicking a link or clicking and dragging an item and other things you want to perform, the left button is always the button you use when you want to maybe drag an item or you want to move an item from here to, you use the left button to do that. You now drag, I can drag it to, but that's not what I want to perform, or you want to navigate from one document to another. If you can use left button to do that. But the right mouse button, which you can right click, is used to access special menus. Just like, for instance, this 360 program folder, you can actually right click, you can actually right click, then you select certain things you want to select. You can be able to do a lot of work. So this is the power of the right click. It helps you to, it's a kind of quick access functionalities that you can use. Okay, each type of component on your computer will have a slightly different menu of option when right clicking. So your own might look a bit different from mine. Understand? So, but one use of the right click is when you are working with files. Okay, when you are working with files. So we have deleted the file we have here, but for instance, when you are working with a file, I can decide to create a new file, even if I don't give it a name, so that if I want to explain something, we can go on with it. So one of the use of the right click is when you are working with files. For example, instead of navigating to the file manager home menu, understand, to delete a file, you can right click on it, just like I already taught. Instead of you navigating here to delete, you can just right click and do the deleting, whatever you want to do. Understand? So when you right click on a file, for instance, besides having the option to delete it, you can also copy. Understand? You can also copy it, you can also open it. If you want to open the file, if you want to open with, they will have an option whether you want to open it with code or want to open it with depending on the type of file that you have there. If you want to edit it, if you want to create a new and all of that file. Understand? So you have a variety of options. If you want to rename it, like I've already talked about it. If you want to move it, if you want to do all of this, even if you want to share it to someone else, understand? So you want to give someone access to the file. So if you are my colleague, I want to give you an access to the file. I can actually do that here. I can actually give you an access, and I can actually manage the access if I want to remove someone from the file. So these functionalities helps us, okay, to perform some certain tasks. Okay, so we can also view the properties. If you want to view the properties of the file, you can click here. You see when this file, the properties will tell you when this file is created, the date, the created, the modified, the access, all of these informations, the metadata of that file, it will be found in this place. So this type of information may be helpful for you sometime in the future, and you now know exactly how to find it. So tomorrow you want to know, hey, when did I create this file? Maybe I want to remember the day I create this file, or maybe I have like two members that are working on the same file, and I want to know the last day they modified it. Maybe they perform an edit, they edit the file, they move something or whatever. You can find that in the modified it. So you can see, I want to know if any of your member accessed the file. You can find all of this information here, and you can see the size is actually 0 because we have not actually typed or worked or do anything inside the file. So it doesn't have a file size now. Okay, but you can find the information. So if you want to submit, maybe this is a PDF or a Word document containing is your CV, and you are asked to submit your CV not less than maybe 2 kilobytes or 3 kilobytes or 1 MB. This is where you are going to find, okay, to know, okay, my CV is actually meets that expectations, or if it is more or less, that kind of thing. So you find the information on the properties. Okay, so that's how you can find those informations. It is very, very important. Okay, so then let's talk about how you can view work with Windows. Let me check the time and see if we discuss this in the next class. Okay. Okay, this is almost 1 hour. I would like to the next class. I would like us to discuss it in the next class. The next thing um I will want us to discuss is how you can work with Windows. Okay, how you can work, how you can customize your operating system, how you can arrange the files. Okay, are you there?
Hello?
Okay, you are there.
Now.
There are other things I would like to discuss. I don't know if we should continue discussing it, or maybe in the next class.
When will the next class hold? Will
Uh,
it tomorrow? Yeah? Or
Tomorrow,
I said, when will the next class be ready? I mean, when will we hold the next class?
the
Is it
next
today or
class probably will be tomorrow. If it is tomorrow, tomorrow is Sunday. If it is tomorrow, that should be tomorrow night.
tomorrow night?
Hmm. I'm looking at the time. We are almost 1 hour into the program, and I wouldn't want it to be too long on that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be too long. But if you still have time, you may continue.
Yeah?
If you still have time, I don't know if we can maybe continue. Or
I now continue if you. But this the where what's it called, the voice or the video, where will you be shared? Where will it be
okay,
shared?
there are two options. Is I will upload the video in Google Drive, then I will share the link, either share the link or give you access. I will require your email, then I'll give you access to the video.
Okay, okay,
I would have said maybe YouTube, but maybe before I post it on YouTube, I will need to maybe perform some editing. I will see how it looks first.
okay.
But for now, I will upload it on the Google Drive, then give you access.
All right.
Yeah. Or I don't know if you have, or either I give you access direct to the share it, just like what I taught here. I can share
Hmm.
it to you, give you access to it from there, or I'll upload it in the Google Drive, then give you access.
Okay, you giving me access to it is just to send me the video or upload it in the Google Drive.
The
Is that
recorded
what you
one,
mean?
this recorded one that is
Mm.
recorded, then I will upload
Yes.
it. I will upload it on a Google Drive.
Okay.
Then I will require your email. Either I share the link to you, or I will require your email and give you
Oh yeah.
access so that
Let
you
me
can
send you.
view the videos.
Let me send you my email so that anytime I want, I'll be going there immediately.
Yes, sir.
I say let me share my email so that anytime that I want, I'll be going there as usual.
I'll send it to my WhatsApp.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, let me discuss further about how you can organize since we are here. Let me finish it up. So another thing is the look and the feel of the folder, how you want it to look like. I'm coming. I'm checking something. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm checking something. Okay. All right. So what I want to do now is to know things I can discuss and the ones I can leave. Okay. Okay. So now, since we are talking about, let's see how we can organize folders that we have created and order the look and feel. Okay, that is what I want to do now. Okay. Okay, now the view. Let's go to the view now. You see, we created. If you look at, for instance, let me go back. If you look at this place now, these are folders that I created, right? Now, but inside this folder, this is also a folder, but you can see how it looks. It is not the same like how this one looks. Okay, so you can actually customize the look and feel. How you want your folder to look like. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. This the phone that was ringing was actually distracting. So okay, now you can see the look and feel. Okay, of these folders here is actually this is actually done on this particular this view tab. Understand? If you look, you see that these extra large icons are being selected. Okay, that is why every folder icons, they are being displayed in a large icon. So I can actually decide how I want my folder to look like on the view tab. So inside this folder, now I don't want this folder to look too small. Maybe let's say if I have another folder I want to create, let's say I want to create another, let's say we have two folder. Let me just leave it like that. Now, but I don't want it to look like this. Okay. If you go to the view tab, maybe I want it to look to be in large icons. Remember the first one, the first folder are being displayed in extra large. That is why you see like this. So maybe this particular one I want it to be large icons. Okay, and the same thing I can do the same thing in the files. Okay, now this file that I have, you can see this file is in the details is selected, the details is the one that is selected, I can decide to make it maybe whether it is a medium icon or the same large icon or extra large, or I want it to be in the list form. It will be list. That means if I have other, let me create another file and see how it may look. Let's say I create another Microsoft, um, Microsoft. Sorry. Okay. Okay, let's say we have this one is listed let's go to view. So this is how you can customize the look. So they are in the details format. If you click on the, I don't know if you notice the difference in the details. Details shows me other information I need. The date it was modified, the status, the type, and the size. Okay, but if I just want it to be listed, the document name to be listed, I can select the list. If I want the content, you can see it's showing me nearly the content. Maybe if you have some information inside it, it will display it, then telling you the date it will modify as well and the size. Okay, if I want it to be in tiles format, tiles means the reason why it extend, if I create more document with the same name size, maybe it will display here. Then when it get to the end, it move. Understand? That's how it is being done. Or you can see the reason why, or you can see maybe it actually end here. That's why this one moved to this place. You can no longer enter here. So if I create another, let's say I want to create another file. Let's see how it will display. It will be displayed. So you can see. So that is because it is in the what tiles format. So you can actually decide how you want your document to look depending on if you want to see more information. If I want more icons, you can see you select the small icon. If I want large icons, whichever option. So you can actually select whichever options you want. Understand? If you want medium icons, maybe whichever one you select will determine how you want it to be displayed and maybe how you want to find, maybe you want to find files easily faster, maybe because looking at their names you can maybe select the large icons or the large icons so you can find it quicker, maybe when you have many files, understand, and you might be looking for the name one after the other, and you may need to select the large or extra large or whichever option that will make you to get it faster. So this is how you can be able to change the look and feel of your file. But the most important thing here is that you understand how to organize your work. Understand how you that this being said, it means that if you are working on, let's say 360 Code Camp is a company you are working with. So every document you are working will be inside 360 Code Camp. Understand? Not outside the 360 Code Camp. I don't know if you are getting me. Not outside the 360 Code Camp. I'm coming. Okay, because it's a company, you cannot bring data about another company and you bring it inside another company. So let's say these are two different companies. Any file I'm using to work for this company, I will store them here. But what I just taught you is how you can actually organize. So this is another tax, entire different tax, the same company, but it's different tax, or probably you have different team members for it. This is another tax, understand, that you are performing for the same company. So you want to be able to know, okay, if I want to, okay, let's say when we now get to Excel, let me name this Excel or the comprehensive Excel training, or let me just say Excel so that Excel training. Understand? So this is a different, I cannot come and I'll store Excel information in the computer literacy information. So if even if I'm working with team members or with my students and I give them access. So they, when they come, I give them access to the folder, the entire folder, that's the 360 Code Camp folder. Understand? I give them access to this folder. Once I give you access to this folder, that means you have access to every other thing inside this folder. So when they open it, they they are looking for maybe Excel file. They will go straight inside the Excel or whatever information about the Excel training. They don't have to, start looking. If I don't organize this thing like this, it will be scattered in my computer. Okay, but what I'm doing here helps me to organize my work. If you are working for a client, if your client need to go through the files, you can quickly find the information they are looking for. Even you yourself can quickly find the information you are looking for. The same goes to their team members. They can quickly find the information you are looking for. So you now have this ability. This is very important before you start any other thing. It is very because we will be working with data. In fact, almost all the tech field works with data, files. Even software developers, they create file. Even the code that you're writing on VS Code or whichever IDEs you are using to write your code, you save them as files. And you cannot just save it anywhere. You save it somewhere. Understand? And I've taught you how you can be able to navigate through these files and how you can okay, for instance, what if I want to pin an app on the taskbar? How can you do that? Okay, maybe when we go to the working with applications, I will teach that one. So that is not a class for today. Okay, when you start working with applications, we get to that class, then we'll talk about it. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Yeah. So I don't know if you have any question.
Um, it is your teaching is your systematic is good, and it is you use lighter, will I say, vocabularies. You understand?
Mm,
So the only thing is that it's when I'll be watching the videos,
mm,
because I cannot ask question now without watching the videos.
mm.
It's when I'm watching the videos, if there is anything that I want to, that I want to comprehend, but it's too hard, then I'll ask a question or text you a message. Because I cannot ask any, the discussion is too long. You understand? I wanted to started jotting things, but you were a bit fast. But it's because you are recording now. You understand?
Yeah.
So now be when I'll be watching the videos, that's when I will ask a question. For now, everything is okay until I see the video. Well,
Okay.